prepared now to
What
commit
I'm
to that
saying
principle?
is that I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
Oh my God! You know, he lost the election right there. That was it. That was where he lost the election. Do you know? There were so many things that he lied about last night. It was like an endless, debunk thing. You know, it's like. But I know I have, all these clips of him saying, Japan needs nuclear weapons. Saudi Arabia ought to have them. Pakistan's got them, so Saudi Arabia ought to have, these kinds of things. But honestly, when he said that he's going to keep us in suspense about whether or not our democracy works, about whether or not American elections are legitimate enterprises, when he said that he doesn't want to weigh in on whether or not he will be a gracious loser, or whether or not he will peacefully transition power, and concede and wish her well. That's it. That's when it was over, because most Americans care about America. Most Americans care about their lives, not Donald Trump's life. And so that was the second. I mean, I counted 10 times that he said the word disaster, but I may have missed a couple because I was laughing so hard. But that right there was the disaster of the entire 18 months that we've spent with this. That was it. That was the ultimate implosion. That was the ultimate disaster. That was the ultimate end to the most bizarre presidential candidacy I think this country has ever experienced. It was just, it's finished. I mean, he failed on a truly historic level last night. And everybody knew it. Everybody knew it. Even his campaign, they were scrambling. I mean, they could not excuse what he said. They couldn't explain what he said. And today they probably told him, get out there and clean it up. And the ego just got in the way. It just didn't work.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a major announcement today. I would like to promise and pledge
The most ridiculous thing.
to all of my voters and supporters, and to all of the people of the United States, that I will totally accept the results of this great and historic presidential election if I win.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That is just, that's Nora Desmond territory, okay? That's I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. That's how crazy that is. That is beyond the crazy that we've come to, expect from Donald Trump. And then, last night at 3:00 in the morning, he tweeted, "Thank you, America. I am honored to win the final debate for our movement," in capital letters, which means he's on the toilet. It's time to hashtag drain the swamp and hashtag MAGA, Make America Great Again, MAGA. Donald Trump has finally gone full Sunset Boulevard. I used to think he was Captain Queeg. I thought he was, with the Bulls is what I thought he was, and opining about strawberry, or Citizen Kane, Rosebud. But, in Donald Trump's movie, the last words he would have said would have been Trump, right? So this is like all Sunset Boulevard, it's like Norma Desmond. He's like more of a diva than a military dude, right? I mean, this guy is a peacock. He is a showboat. It's freaking frightening. He is a very scary guy, gotta say. And, listen, that's why she was able to say last night that, Bernie Sanders has said that he is the most dangerous man ever to run for the presidency. That was like at the end where he was saying, you have bad judgment. You're bad. Everything you do is bad. And you never get anything done because you're bad. You do things so bad. Doesn't he understand that the 12 years that she served in the Senate, she was part of the Senate, which includes 99 other people? He acts as if everybody's going to be a dictator and she should have been a dictator, and somehow upended the rules of the Senate, and just her mere presence alone should have caused 99 people to vote with her on things that she preferred. I mean, Does he not know about the filibuster? Does he not know about, 60 votes being an impediment, being necessary to overcome a filibuster? Does he not realize that she was one of 100 people and that she's not a dictator? I don't even understand. And what, as First Lady, she was supposed to be a dictator? I don't get that either. And then 4 years as the Secretary of State, she was supposed to do what? Invade an armed nation? I mean, that's the diplomacy part of our government. That is the diplomatic corps. That is, the part of our government that seeks to make friends in the world, that seeks to reach out to the world, that seeks to, promote our values around the world with embassies and consulates and exchange programs and things like that. I mean, it's just so ridiculous that he thinks that the diplomatic arm of our government was supposed to be the war-making part of our government, and that as a senator, she should have been able to dictate her legislation, or as the First Lady, she should have been able to wave a magic wand. I don't know what he thinks of our government, but whatever it is, the way he explains what he believes should have happened when she was in government for 12 years, and then 4 as the diplomatic, the chief diplomatic officer, it makes you wonder if he understands anything about our democracy and how it works. That's what's so scary about him.